You can't control people's actions, only how you react to them. One of the most painful lessons I ever learned in business was if you have a conflict with somebody and you're discussing that conflict and you explain your position, you can't control whether they're going to be honest with you about their response or not. That's a them thing, not a you thing. Now, taking a little bit of ownership, I can tell you as we've grown our team to 30 plus people across Southwestern Ontario, done hybrid, virtual, in-person, tried all the different models, the accountability that I can take was maybe not being clear with them about what the problems were, or sugarcoating it, or only just dealing with the surface level issue, and never pushing back on some of the expectations that I needed from them. Case in point, I remember I had a toxic employee who got very creative on some of his commission splits on deals that were given to him by the team. Did some very creative accounting, literally, in my opinion, stole money from other team members that he was working on files with, without ever getting authorization, and then literally taking money directly from the team. But I blame myself for not having a closer oversight as the leader. Now when this team member and I got into conversations around compensation and where we were going with the company and the value of what we were building together, I realized very quickly we weren't actually building anything together. And I can tell you in real estate, the same people that are gonna come to you for leads and splits are the same people that are gonna leave you for leads and splits. And your identity is not tied into those people by any means. Your identity is tied into the overarching mission that you're trying to achieve, the values that align with that mission, the systems and people that you're building up, and then the culture. And the culture is actually the most important thing. And core values and culture are more than just words on a wall. I remember writing down on an iPhone note years ago that we put people first, we collaborate, we are driven, honest, ethical, we bring more to the table than we take, and we are honest, which drives to our mission statement, which is to become the most trusted name in real estate. Easy to put on a wall, very hard to put in practice in an industry like real estate, where people are so focused on the money. I can tell you there was a massive core value misalignment that I should have addressed very early on, because that toxic performer then went on to go around and talk to other people within the ecosystem, and it got back to me, and it really hurt my feelings, to be honest with you, because my level of trust is very, very high with my partner until I see core value misalignment and signals like that, at which point now I'm just very objective about it. I actually don't get rattled about it. If they signal to me that they're in a different place than us, that's okay. We aren't built for everybody. And there's absolutely no way that we can build a company of top performers that outgive each other daily, that put people first, that are driven, ethical, collaborative, if we have people in the ecosystem that are misaligned. Because then the people that are aligned are going to look at the lowest common denominator and think, well, if you accept that, then how much is everything else we do here really worth anything? Now, this will translate into other types of relationships in your life, even client relationships. So one thing I didn't say to our toxic performer was how bad he was letting down our clients. Lack of communication, he would always rush them off the phone, and I started auditing clients that we had together, and I'm talking big clients and big files, and being very honest with them that I dropped the ball. Like, I started asking them, what was the experience like with this person? And what I was told absolutely shocked me. The good news is I was able to be very honest with them about what I was going to do to change the situation. And so many of them were open to it. They came to us because they trusted me, and they really felt let down by the person who wasn't aligned with the system that we were creating. I remember so clearly a $15 million client that we are now working with telling me he would never work with that person because how they operate and the ethics that he felt dealing with them. And that really opened my eyes, because that client had initially come as a very small client. And something we truly believe in at Prime is you take care of the small things, it will show people how you can take care of the big things. But this specific person would never want to take care of the small things. There was a massive sense of entitlement. Real estate, there's something called the success trap where you can definitely start believing your own hype. They didn't value the ecosystem. They didn't value the people that we were in community and alignment with, and that's okay. Whole point of this video is to make you realize that my identity is not wrapped up in that person. And I can go through story after story, painful situation after painful situation that has made us so much better year after year, and will continue to do so for the next 10 as we build faster and better than we ever have before, because it gives me clarity on who we are for and who we are not for. You can't control people's actions, only how you react to them.